The participation of the Israeli Mossad in the capture of Nicolas Maduro was decisive. The integration with the CIA in the Venezuelan scenario completely changed the course of the mission, bringing infiltration and data collection techniques that ensured the success of the operation. The Mossad is known worldwide for its ability to infiltrate hostile environments and collect information without being detected. In Venezuela, its agents managed to penetrate areas controlled by Chavismo, getting close to key figures and obtaining data that greatly strengthened real-time intelligence gathering, resulting in the capture of the Chavista dictator Nicolas Maduro. In this video, we will cover details of this web, which involved operational shrewdness and highly lethal special forces. Welcome to Vida No Quartel. American intelligence had already infiltrated an agent inside the regime, with the mission of getting close to Maduro. He was able to follow his daily routine and record details such as the times he retired, the way he dressed, and even the exact number of security guards protecting him. With Mossad's help, this information was verified, producing a comprehensive map of the dictator's life. Based on this data, the United States Army built a faithful replica of the bunker used by Maduro. This allowed Delta Force to conduct training in simulated scenarios and rehearse every step of the capture operation before the actual execution.
According to the Reuters news agency, American soldiers even created an exact replica of Maduro's protected house for practice. How would they get in?
The importance of intelligence in this type of mission is absolute, since special forces set up their operations based on data generated by field agents. Without accurate information, any military action runs the risk of failure. The meticulous data collection ensured that the military knew exactly where to act and how to neutralize each obstacle.
It took months of operation and collaboration between all the armed forces and United States intelligence. According to the Reuters news agency, the CIA infiltrated spies, one of them close to Maduro, to monitor every move of the dictator.
It's worth noting that Delta Force was the one who captured Maduro, but several other forces, such as the Marine Raiders, Navy SEALs, and Drug Enforcement Administration agents, operated on other fronts during the operation. The reports delivered to the military commanders detailed not only Maduro's location, but also the access points, escape routes, and the equipment available for his defense. Intelligence was also responsible for identifying the moments when the dictator was most vulnerable. Knowing when he was isolated or with his guard down was crucial to choosing the exact moment for the capture. Donald Trump had already authorized the capture operation 4 days earlier, but the military waited for better weather in Venezuela as the sky stayed cloudy. In the following days, when finally the weather stabilized and the sky cleared, the operation was launched and the mission was successfully completed by the American troops.
Venezuelan soldiers fired at the aircraft. The Americans broke through the blockade and began searching the fortress for Maduro. Trump says the dictator and his wife ran to take shelter in a bunker. According to Trump, they couldn't close the door in time, were arrested and taken away by helicopter.
The Israeli intelligence agency used its infiltration expertise during the operation. Israeli agents managed to blend into neighborhoods in Caracas gathering information without raising suspicion, using all their cunning to become invisible among the population. People close to Maduro's inner circle were convinced to cooperate, providing sensitive data that sped up the process of locating the dictator. During the attack, the Venezuelan regime claimed there were at least 40 casualties, but the information has not yet been confirmed. The explosions and sporadic fighting highlighted the offensive's strength and exposed Maduro's weak defenses. The Chavista dictator was captured alive along with his wife and is already in a federal prison in the United States. He now faces charges for crimes from drug trafficking to executing opponents. Maduro's capture does not end this new chapter in Venezuela.
Operation Captured Maduro ends chapter of
Padrino. Lopez, Venezuela's Minister of Defense, and Diosdado Cabello, Chavismo's number 2, are still active and also face charges from the American justice system. Because of this, the United States may act at any time. A. The American operation in Venezuela demonstrated that CIA and Mossad collaboration can overthrow even the most closed regimes. Accurate information was the key factor ensuring the mission's success. Trump celebrated the capture as a milestone against terror, emphasizing that international cooperation is essential to confront dictators and criminals. The American justice system. Venezuela's oil has always been considered one of the main strategic objectives of the United States in the region, something widely known by everyone.
Which do you think is the biggest threat on the world stage? You can speak without raising your hand.
For sure.
Russia. Very confident answer. I like that. Who else thinks it's Russia? Anyone? Raise your hands. Great. Who else? Say it with me. China. That's a good answer. Anyone else? Who else? China? North Korea? North Korea? Does anyone else think that? And Venezuela? Anyone? Which place claims the world's largest oil deposit? More than Saudi Arabia? More than Iran? Okay. But what about things like gold? More than all the mines in Africa combined, the fact is that Venezuela arguably has the largest oil and mineral resources on the planet. The news will call it a crisis, but in the business world, it's a state failure, if you've never heard of that. Other examples of state failure in recent history are Yemen, Iraq, and Syria.
Some Brazilians criticize the removal of Maduro, promoted by the Americans, claiming that the real interest would be to take control of the oil reserves. The big question, however, is to consider whether it would be preferable to let the Venezuelan people continue suffering under Maduro's regime, forcing them to survive inhumane conditions, eating garbage, or allow the United States to manage this resource and give the country a chance for better days, with food on the table and dignity. Leave your thoughts on the topic in the comments and let's start the discussion. At Life in the Barracks, you stay updated on all things military. Leave your like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Forward, soldiers, until next time.